this in-depth study of the Christ, the propitiation, the begotten Son, the Lord, the Judge, the Ruler, the Standard, the Messiah, Yeshua HaMashiach, the One, the true Jesus Christ. Here on Understanding the Bible Radio, on Screen Study, Facebook Live, YouTube Live, on screen, undeniable facts of Scripture.
All right. Okay, we are back. Finally, we're back. All right. Numbers 21 and 22. We're going in. Understanding the Bible Radio, where we search out the Hebrew, Greek definitions of Scripture, of our English, because that's where it's translated from. It's translated from the Hebrew and the Greek, if you didn't know that. We show it live on screen, showing you what ministers should be doing before their sermons, to set up their sermons, to tell you the true deal. They should be telling you these things. And stop trying to relay that you are... what God did for them in the wilderness, he can do for you now. Well, of course he could. He's God, but he's not under that covenant anymore. He's got some other things that he wants to do with you. If you don't understand that, I'm sorry. But, you are like me, going around for decades trying to get God to do these things that I've been hearing about. And we got a problem. Okay, on the Facebook, I got to start it again. I don't know why this is not showing the screen. So what I'm going to do is restart it again, okay? And it'll come back on my page. It should give you a notification that I'm back on. So I'm going to stop it and then get it set up to show the screen. Make sure it shows this time, all right, on the Facebook. Just want to let you guys know. Sorry about that. Okay, so you're going to see another notification come across in a matter of minutes, and I won't start until you're there. Okay. All right, so here we go. All right, so here we go. We're getting set up there. But hey, David, he's been doing a lot. He's been doing a lot with them, striving with them. They've been complaining and murmuring and it's doing stuff, it's serious, man. This is serious. And you got to know it, okay? You got to know what really happened, okay? Yes, they wanted some flesh to eat, some chicken. They wanted some fish. They wanted something to eat other than manna. And so what he did was he did cause the wind to shift, as Mr. Olstein likes to use. He did do that. And what happened? As they ate it, they died. Okay? He smote them with a plague, and then they had to bury all them people. To make it, that should make you remember some things. That should make you remember a few things there. Now, you should be thinking and looking and trying to really think about what happened between them. That's what you should be doing. Okay? Because this is really getting crazy. Okay? And they don't want to tell you what they don't want to tell you what should be going on with the people. The people should be thankful. They haven't wanted for anything. I mean, other than, I want some water, we want some flesh to eat. We're going to be dying out here in this desert. You brought us out here to die, blah, 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 blah. Okay? So they should be thankful is what they should be. But they're not. They're rebellious, and it's never enough for them to just turn to the Lord and listen to his voice. He instructed them ahead of time about all of this, everything that's going on. And hit your like button. By the way, please hit your like button. Please, that's all I need. I don't need anything else. I don't sell any products. You're not going to make merchandise of you. That's found in the book of Peter. So take a look at it. They should not. No teachers of Christ should be making merchandise of you to sell you products. So go ahead and hit it for me, and I appreciate that. That's all I need. We're good to go. Okay. So I mean, you should be seeing that you should be thankful. You're going to have situations. Jesus said that you're going to have trials and troubles in this life. They're going to be here, but be of good cheer. I've overcome the world. Okay, and I'm of good cheer because he did. And I thank him for it. Crave his spirit. Long for it, need it. We're going into Numbers 21. That's where we're going. Okay, so let's get it. See what happened. See what else goes on. Then we're going to do 22 also in this hour, I do believe. And when King Arad, the Canaanite, which dwelt in the south, heard tell that Israel came by the way of the spies, then he fought against Israel and took some of them prisoner. Oh, okay. Now the prisoner deal is about to start happening now. That's verse 2. All right. So let's keep going. Take a look here. And the Lord hearkened unto the voice of Israel and delivered up the Canaanites. And they utterly destroyed them and their cities. And he called the name of the place Hormah. So with the Lord's help, they overcame this. And they journeyed from Mount Hor by the way of the Red Sea to compass the land of Edom. And the soul of the people which was discouraged because of the way. And the people spake against God. Here we go again. Here we go again. And against Moses, here we go again. Wherefore have ye brought us up out of Egypt to die in the wilderness? For there is no bread, neither is there any water. And our soul loatheth this light bread. And the Lord sent fiery serpents among the people, and they bit the people. And much people of Israel died, more death for your complaining. Therefore the people came to Moses and said, we have sinned, for we have spoken against the Lord and against thee. Pray unto the Lord that he take away the serpents from us. And Moses went and prayed for the people. And the Lord said unto Moses, make thee a fiery serpent and set it upon the pole. And it shall come to pass that every one that is bitten, when he looketh upon it, shall live. And Moses made a serpent of brass and put it upon a pole. And it came to pass that if a serpent had bitten any man, when he beheld the serpent of brass, he lived. And the children of Israel set forward and pitched in Oboth. And they journeyed from Oboth and pitched in Ijeberam. I want to say Ijeberam. Okay. In the wilderness, which is before Moab, toward the sun rising. From thence they removed and pitched in the valley of Zered. From thence they removed and pitched on the other side of Arnon, which is in the wilderness that came out of the coast of the Amorites. And Arnon is the border of Moab, between Moab and the Amorites. Wherefore it is said in the book of the wars of the Lord. Oh, we got the book of the wars of the Lord. Okay, that'd be something to look up. What he did in the Red Sea and in the books of Arnon. And at the stream of the brooks that goeth down to the dwelling of Ar, and lieth upon the border of Moab. And from thence they went to Beer, that is the well whereof the Lord spake unto Moses, gather the people together, and I will give them water. Then Israel sang this song, spring up, O well, sing ye unto it. The princes digged the well, and the nobles of the people digged it, by the direction of the lawgiver, with their staves. And that would be a shovel, I would think, that they're digging it. Okay. And from the wilderness, they went to Matana. I want to say Matana. And from Matana to Nahilil. I would say, in my English tongue. And from Nahiliel to Bamoth. And from Bamoth, in the valley that is in the country of Moab, to the top of Pisgah, which looketh toward Jeshimon. And Israel sent messengers unto Sihon, king of the Amorites, saying, let me pass through thy land. We will not turn into the fields or into the vineyards. We will not drink of the waters of the well, but we will go along by the king's highway until we be past thy borders. And Sihon would not suffer Israel to pass through his border. But Sihon gathered all his people together, went out against Israel into the wilderness, and he came to Jahaz and fought against Israel. And Israel smote him with the edge of the sword and possessed his land from Arnon unto Jabbok, even unto the children of Ammon. For the border of the children of Ammon was strong. And Israel took all these cities, and Israel dwelt in all the cities of the Amorites, in Heshbon, and in all the villages thereof. And Heshbon was the city of Sihon, the king of the Amorites, who had fought against the former king of Moab, and taken all his land out of his hand, even unto Arnon. Wherefore they speak in Proverbs, say, Come unto Heshbon, let the city of Sihon be built and prepared. For there is a fire gone out of Heshbon, a flame from the city of Sihon. It hath consumed Ar and Moab, and the lords of the high places of Arnon. Woe unto thee, Moab! Thou art undone, O people of Chemosh. Chemosh. He hath given his sons that escaped and his daughters into captivity unto Sihon, king of the Amorites. We have shot at them. Heshbon is perished, even unto Dibon. And we have laid them waste, even unto Napha. 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 Okay. I'll say that because that PH is a F sound in their languages. They don't say Napha, I don't think. Which reacheth unto Medeba. Thus Israel dwelt in the land of the Amorites, and Moses sent to spy out Jazer. And they took the villages thereof and drove out the Amorites that were there. And they turned and they went up by the way of Bashan. And Og, the king of Bashan, went out against them, he and all his people, into the battle of Edrei. And the Lord said unto Moses, Fear him not, for I have delivered him into thine hand, and all his people with his land, and thou shalt do to him as thou didst unto Sihon, king of the Amorites, which dwelt at Heshbon. So they smote him and his sons and all his people until there was none left him alive. They possessed his land. Battling going on now, warring. Now this is where he had already told them, you're going to meet great people. This is in the beginning of Numbers. You're going to meet a people that are greater than you. They're larger in number, stature, and look stronger. Don't be afraid, because I will be with you. I'm going to go before you. Okay? So this is what we're seeing. We're seeing the wandering happening. This is the wandering, the 40 years going on right now. Okay, in the wilderness. They're going all around the promised land. They're going all around in circles. That's what they're doing. They're going through every people. And they got to do this because of their stiff-neckedness. They just won't listen. Won't listen to the Lord. So, we got Miriam that died. Aaron's dead. We got all this back and forth with the Lord. We got these problems. Even though they're all set up now, he still got it. So now, you got to go the hard way. You got to go about it you got to go all around about. You won't get to the land. You got to go all around about now. And you got to do some fighting. Y'all going to have to do some battling and some waiting and some fear and who's winning and who ain't winning. And the serpents is biting, and because y'all keep opening up y'all mouth, grumbling and murmuring and complaining. So here we go. So now there's something here I wanted to look at. Let's take a look. Okay. You tell Israel to came, they said, hey, can we pass by? You know, and they took some of Israel prisoners. Uh-oh. Lord said, Israel vowed a vow to the Lord and said, they vowing a vow now. Other than that, they open up their mouth to the Lord, they got problems. If thou wilt indeed deliver this people into my hand, then I will utterly destroy their cities. And Israel vowed, and a vow unto the Lord, and said, okay. And the Lord hearkened unto the voice of Israel. He listened, he heard him. Just look at the mercy. Look at the mercy. They don't even deserve him to hear what they got to say. They don't even deserve him to even listen to them. All the stuff that they've done. And delivered up the Canaanites, and they utterly destroyed them and their cities. All right. And he, the Lord, he called them the name of that place, Hormah. Journeyed from the Mount Hor all the way up to the Red Sea to compass the land of Edom, to go around it. Compass, they're going around it, okay? Because they didn't want to battle. And the soul of the people was much discouraged because of the way. And the people spake against God. Here we go. Now see, they made a vow just on the last battle. Made it through that. Now they coming up to the next one because Edom said, no, you can't come through, that kind of stuff. You know, they compassing around. They're compassing now the land of Edom. And the people spake against God and against Moses. Look at there. There it is. It's right there. They don't want to tell you this part. They'll tell you, oh, but God took them through and he caused them to win every battle. You don't want to tell them about how they spake against him. Right after one battle, he's speaking against him. Have you brought us up out of Egypt to die in the wilderness? They saying it again. There's no bread. Here go to food. Food is a big issue. Food is a big deal. And our soul, see, your desires, the seat of your affections and desires, that's what that is. That's what the soul of a person is. The seat of the affections and desires. Loatheth this light. We can't stand it. We're done with this. See, just like the manna. They didn't want the manna. Remember that? And then we die. That's what we'll do. Now, what does he do here? And the Lord sent fiery serpents among the people. And they bit the people, and much people died. Plenty of them. Plenty of them died. Because, listen, I'm tired of your mouth. That's what I'm sick of your mouth. Okay, I'm just sick of it. All right? And so let me show you something. So we know what happens. He tells Moses, get the brass serpent, put it up on the pole. Anybody who looks at it will live. Moses did the deal, and they did. They looked. And the children of Israel set forward and pitched in Abath. Now they rested and they pitched. Okay? And journeyed from there. They left there and went to another Ijeberam, okay? Ijeberam, one of the two. And they pitched there. They left Ibath and pitched in this one. And in the wilderness is before Moab, okay? So let's see, what else was I going to say? All right, so they're going into the war. Going into wars and battles. That's really all they're doing. That's really all that's going on. Okay. All right. Anything in here you guys wanted to see, let me know. Let me hit your like. Can I get a like? Can I get a like button? Even if you're watching this after there, just hit the like button now for me, please. The like button is supposed to help the video be promoted by Facebook and YouTube. That's what they say. Okay, that's the message they send, but I don't know. I don't really know, but I'm still going on. Just hit the like button. That's all I need. No products sold here. None of that. All right. Let's see. This Lord spake unto Moses here. When they went to Beer, I want to say that's Beer, not beer. Spake unto Moses, gather the people together, and I will give them water. Put them together. Israel sang this song. Oh, they happy. Oh, we got some water. They digged a well. There you go, with their staves, whatever have you. They knew how to do it. They got it done. All right. Okay. And let's see what else we got. There's something else. They sent messengers unto King Sihon and Abrai saying, let me pass. Let me pass. All right. He wouldn't do it. Here we go. They don't want him to pass through. We're not going to touch nothing. Let us get through here. No. Okay. All right. They fought against Israel. Israel smote them. You got it right there. Got it done. We coming through. We little, but we mighty compared to y'all. You know, we still handle it. And Israel took all these cities and dwelt in all the cities of the Amorites, okay? And in Heshbon, all right? So that's a good deal. What else we got? Let's see. Okay, so they took over, got the cities, dwelt in the land of the Amorites. They spying out the next one for Jazer. I'm sorry, Jazer. All right, they got that. And Lord said unto Moses, "Fear not, I have delivered him into thine hand." Okay, so there you go. Good deal. God has let will God come to you and tell you, "Fear not, I've got this taken care of. I'm gonna get this handled for you." Okay, fear not. This is not really for you to be putting yourself in there like that, but it's just what he did with them. Now, Jesus has already come and been the final word on what you need to be fearing and what you don't need to be fearing. We're going into 23, right on schedule. 22. We're going in the schedule, right on schedule here. Okay, right on schedule. Let's take a look and see what happens next. And the children of Israel set forth and pitched in the plains of Moab on this side Jordan by Jericho. And Balak the son of Zippor saw all that Israel had done to the Amorites, and Moab was sore afraid, of the people, because they were many, and Moab was distressed because of the children of Israel. And Moab said unto the elders of Midian, "Now this company lick up all that are round about us, as the ox licketh up grass in the field." And Balak the son of Zippor was king of the Moabites at that time. And he sent messengers therefore unto Balaam the son of Beor to Pethor, which is by the river of the land of the children of his people, to call him, saying, "Behold, there is a people come out of Egypt. Behold, they cover the face of the earth." They look like there's a lot of them. "And they abide over against me. Come now, therefore, I pray thee, curse me this people, for they are too mighty for me." They're bigger than your people. And peradventure I shall prevail, that we may smite them, and that I may drive them out of the land. For I wot that he whom thou blessest is blessed, and him whom thou cursest is cursed. And the elders of Moab and the elders of Midian departed with the rewards of divination in their hand. Divination. Here we go. This is interesting. "And they came to Balaam and spake unto him the words of Balak. And he said unto them, Lodge here this night, and I will bring you word again, as the Lord shall speak unto me." And the princes of Moab abode with Balaam. And God came to Balaam, and said, "What men are these with thee?" And Balaam said unto God, "Balak the son of Zippor, king of Moab, hath sent me unto me, saying, Behold, there is a people come out of Egypt, which covereth the face of the earth, cover the face of the earth. Come now, curse them. Peradventure I shall abide to overcome them and drive them out." And God said unto Balaam, "Thou shalt not go with them. Thou shalt not curse the people, for they are blessed." And Balaam rose up in the morning and said unto the princes of Balak, "Get you into your land, for the Lord refuses to give me leave to go with you." And the princes of Moab rose up, and they went unto Balak, and said, "Balaam refuses to come with us." He didn't even tell him the other part. Why didn't he tell him? And Balak sent yet again princes more and more honorable than they. And they came to Balaam and said unto him, "Thus Balak the son of Zippor, let nothing, I pray thee, hinder thee from coming unto me. For I will promote thee unto very great honor, and I will do whatsoever thou sayest unto me. Come therefore, I pray thee, curse me this people." And Balaam answered and said unto the servants of Balak, "If Balak would give me his house full of silver, full of silver, gold, I cannot go beyond the word of the Lord, my God, to do less or more. Unless you're going to give me the gold and silver, his house full of gold and silver, I can't go. I see what he's saying. Okay. Now therefore I pray you, tarry ye also here this night, that I may know what the Lord will say unto me more. And God came unto Balaam at night, and said unto him, If the men come to call thee, rise up and go with them. But yet the word which I shall say unto thee, thou shalt do. And Balaam rose up in the morning and saddled his ass and went with the princes of Moab. And God's anger was kindled because he went. Wait a minute. That's what he told him to do. God came unto Balaam at night and said unto him, If the men come to thee, rise up and go with them. But yet the word which I shall say unto thee, that shall do. Okay, so he's saying, if you want to go, go. But don't forget what I told you. I told you not to go. Basically, that's what he's saying. That's why he's getting angry. That's why he's getting angry. God's anger was kindled in him because he went. And the angel of the Lord stood in the way for an adversary against him. Now he was riding upon his ass, and 2 servants were with him. And the ass saw the angel of the Lord standing in the way, and his sword drawn in his hand. Wow. And the ass turned aside out of the way and went into the field. And Balaam smote the ass to turn her into the way. But the angel of the Lord stood in the path of the vineyards, a wall being on this side and a wall on that side. And when the ass saw the angel of the Lord, she thrust herself unto the wall and crushed Balaam's foot against the wall. And he smote her again. And the angel of the Lord went further and stood in a narrow place where there was no way to turn, either to the right or to the left. And when the ass saw the angel of the Lord, she fell down under Balaam. And Balaam's anger was kindled, and he smote the ass with the staff, hit him again. And the Lord opened up the mouth of the ass. And she said unto Balaam, What have I done unto thee, that thou hast smitten me these 3 times? And Balaam said unto the ass, Because thou hast mocked me, I would there were a sword in my hand. But for now would I kill thee. And the ass said unto Balaam, Am I not thine ass, upon which thou hast ridden ever since I was thine own unto this day? Was I ever wont to do so unto thee? And he said, Nay. And they're talking to each other, my gosh. And the Lord then opened the eyes of Balaam, and he saw the angel of the Lord standing in the way, and his sword drawn in his hand. And he bowed down his head and fell flat on his face. And the angel of the Lord said unto him, Wherefore hast thou smitten thine ass these 3 times? Behold, I went out to withstand thee, because the way is perverse for me. And the ass saw me, and turned from me these 3 times. Unless she had turned from me, surely now also I had slain thee and saved her alive. And Balaam said unto the angel of the Lord, I have sinned, for I knew not that thou stoodest in the way against me. Now therefore, if it displease thee, I will get me back again. I'm going back. I'm getting out of here. Going back. And the angel of the Lord said unto Balaam, Go with the men, but only the word that I shall speak unto thee, that thou shalt speak. So Balaam went with the princes of Balak. And when Balak heard that Balaam was come, he went out to meet him unto a city of Moab, which is in the border of Arnon, which is the utmost coast. And Balak said unto Balaam, Did I not earnestly send unto thee to call thee? Wherefore camest thou unto me? I am not able indeed to promote thee to honor. And Balaam said unto Balak, Lo, I am come unto thee. Have I now any power at all to say anything? The word that God putteth in my mouth, that shall I speak. And Balak went and Balaam went with Balak, and they came unto Kirjath Huzoth. Okay, I'm not going to try to say that again. And Balak offered oxen and sheep, and sent Balaam, and sent to Balaam and to the princes that were with him. And it came to pass on the morrow that Balak took Balaam and brought him up unto the high places of Baal, and thence he might see the utmost part of the people. So now he's going to see it himself. Okay, he said, I can't say nothing but what the Lord tells me to say. But this is something else here. He wanted to go with them, and the Lord said, hey, you can go with them, but I'm telling you not to go. Basically, I didn't want you to go. So that's why he puts the angel there. So then he says, hey, okay, well, I'm going to let you go. But remember, say what I want you to say. Now, if God opened up your dog's mouth and caused you to hear the dog speak in your language to you, or your animal or your pet, believe me, oh my gosh, wow. But they just, this is normal to them, I guess. This is something normal, I guess. They just, the Lord opened up the mouth of the ass to speak to me so I can understand what's going on. Because I couldn't see the angel. He couldn't see him. So the Lord opened his eyes, allowed him to see him. So, yeah, there you go. So the children of Israel is spanking all kind of Gentile booty. They tearing them up. They walking right through whoever they come up against them. They walk right through them. Just come right through. Now the word in the news is spreading about them, and now this other town that's not bigger than them is scared. They're afraid. So man, that's just 22 already. Gosh, we just did 21 and 22 that fast. There's only 20 minutes left. But yeah, post up your comments, please. Post it up. We're looking to see what happened. That's all we're looking to do. Now, let me see, who is Balak? Let's look at Balak and Balaam. What do you think? I think I should. Where's Balaam at? We'll open up Balaam. We'll get some identity on these guys. See what's going on there. Balak. Let's see how they say it in Hebrew.
Strong's H1111. Balak.
I'm not Hebrew, so I don't speak Hebrew, so I can't read it to see, but you know what I'm saying. Balak, of a king of the Moabites in the time of Moses. Number 22, where we are, Joshua 24. So Joshua, we're going to see him again. I want to see, is this Judges? Maybe Judges 11. And Malachi, or is it a different Malachi, book of... I don't know what that is. We'll run into it, I'm sure, sometime later. So Balak, a Devastator, the king of Moab, a king of Moab who hired Balaam to curse Israel. Yep, that's what we're seeing right here. Let's see what Balaam or Bilam. Let's see.
Strong's H1109. Bilam.
See,
Bilam.
I'm English. I can't do it. Bilam, not of the people. A son of Beor, a man endowed with the gift of prophecy. All right. A town in Manasseh. So that's who he is. Now look, a non-populous, perhaps a foreigner. He's not of the people. Okay, so that means he's a foreigner. Of Balaam, the false prophet, number 22. He's a false prophet. Of a town in the tribe of Manasseh, situated beyond Jordan. But I'm trying to figure out if he's a false divination, okay? Divination is not this is where it is, right here, okay? All right, elders of the Moab, okay? Midian departed with the rewards of divination. Let's see here. Because they came to Balaam, divination in their hand, and they came to Balaam and spake unto him the words of Balak, okay? So let's see here. Let's see what this divination in the Hebrew is saying.
Strong's H 7081. Kesem.
1 second. Okay, 1 second for me. Gotta check some things. 1 sec. Okay. see, what is this? Okay, check this out here. Looking good. Hit the like button for me, please. Just hit that like button one time. Thank you. Just checking on a couple things on the system, making sure it's running like it should before we get it crashed. Don't want to get it crashed. All right. So there we go. So we have that. We have this divination here. Kesim, I want to say. Witchcraft, divination, witchcraft. Okay. Divine sentence is right there in our KJV translation, translated, how it translates. Of the nations, Balaam of false prophets. In a good sense, king's lips as oracles. All right. Strong's Concordance, also divination, including its fee, oracle, reward of divination, divine sentence, witchcraft. That's all we got. Divination. The reward of divination. All right, Numbers 22, in a good sense. So, an oracle, somebody that speaks for the Lord, okay? So, someone that speaks of the Lord in a good sense would be good. But someone that does not, I guess, speak of the Lord, speak for the Lord, speak the words, then you got divination, which is not good. Okay, not good. Witchcraft, whatever, how you medium, whatever you want to call it, that's not speaking. It's not an oracle for the Lord, but some other spiritual being. Okay, so there you go. So that's who Balaam was in that land, and he evidently had respect. He had respect because they would come to him and ask him stuff. What does God say? What does the Lord? But God did speak to him. He did speak through him, speak with him, and tell him what to do. You know, and that God there, let's make sure that that's the right one. H430. Elohim, that's him. Elohim, that's him. Okay. So there you go. I got a little bit of, just a tiny bit of Hebrew in there. I said Elohim. Elohim? Yeah. So there you go. So yeah, and he did even allow the angel of the Lord came. Okay. And now see, if you notice here's a little tidbit for you. Then we're going to get ready to go into Numbers 23 and 24 in the next hour, in the next 15, 18 minutes from now. We saw Elohim as H430. Now we'll see Yehovah, which is the Lord. The ass saw the angel of the Lord right there. That's the H368. Take a look. Yehovah. See that? Here it is.
Strong's H3068. Yehovah. Yehovah.
Here it is. Yehovah. Okay. So if you notice, it's not the same. They're different because Elohim, or God, would be the Father. The proper name of the one true God, which is Yehovah. But even in the Greek for Jesus, Savior, is Yehovah. Okay. The Lord receives his power from someone. The God does not receive his power from anyone. Okay. Jewish national name of God. That's the Jewish national name. Okay. Yehovah, the Lord. He's our God. He is the Lord of the Father of Elohim, the Lord. He is our God. Okay. He's not God's God. He's actually God's begotten Son. But when you do a study on the identity of Christ, and you look it up in the lexicons, you'll find the differences. You'll find it. So I'm gonna let you guys get out of here. But look, this is a serious deal. Good deal. They're going through. We see this new guy, Balaam. He steps on the scene, and what happens there with him. And we're going to see what happens next in about 15 minutes. We're going to see what happens with the children of Israel, what the Lord is doing here, and what takes place. All right, so I'll see you in a matter of minutes.
Please allow us to extend our deepest thanks, our humblest appreciation, our greatest gratitude for your fellowship here with us, sharing the letter of the gospel, the ancient definitions of Scripture. This is Understanding the Bible.